my life ain't looking too good. Couple niggas was out of my hood. In this crazy world, I feel left out. No less attention, I'm stressed out. Every day of my life gets worse. I thank God cause it could be worse. No time for complaining or bitching. I thank God for the life I was given. When I wake up in the morning, who knows? It feels like I'm at the end of the road. My people can't stand my way. Right now, we ain't on the same page. It feels like I wanna break down and cry. But I'm a man, so I hold my head high. I'm a man, I don't need no help. No, but I got my goddamn self-nasal. A couple niggas I know doing time. My grandmother, she died. I'm crying out of my mind. Lord, help me just tell me your mind. In this world, make you die go hard. I never thought that I'd make it this far. But I'm here, I don't care. But niggas don't like me, let me know and I'll catch that charge. Couple niggas don't like me, I can still do it.
Welcome back to Beyond the Walls with Beyonca Babcocks. Here for a special segment.
Period.
We have young Brea.
Period.
Hi, Brea. How are you?
Hey, y'all. What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm doing good. What's up?
Good, good. So we're just going to dive a little bit into the past with you.
Okay.
Can you tell us about your experience growing up in the foster care system?
Okay. So my experience growing up in the foster system, I got in when I was 6. And I did kinship care first. That's because that's what they try to get you in.
Kinship care?
Kinship care. So I mean, like, they try to find a family relative, someone close to home.
Gotcha.
That's the goal. But if they can, they send you to foster care. So when I was in kinship care, my uncle got sick. So we went into regular foster care. My younger experiences in foster care were probably the worst. I had a foster parent in D.C., say no names, but you know, I've been molested before by my foster father. I've been beaten before. I remember my foster mother, this was his wife. She broke a stick off the garage and used to beat our backs with it and stuff like that.
What?
My foster brothers. Yep. So that happened about like from between 7 and 9. Then I went into a group home. I got cut in the group home. So that happened. Then about like 11, I went to Shepherd Pratt. So I stayed in Shepherd Pratt for a year. And then from there, they sent me I went back to kinship care. I went with my aunt. My aunt, a lot of people, if you ever hear foster kids say people do it for the money, that's because most people do it for the money. You'll find the ones that do it because they actually genuinely care about you. But being young in the system, you have your guard up. So like someone might look trustworthy or seem trustworthy, but you so like, fuck it.
So this is your biological aunt?
Yeah.
So was it reversed back to kin care?
It was, But then when I went to Shepherd Pratt, it turns into Therapeutic foster home.
Okay.
So that's when you get the medications. And so anytime a child takes medicine, they're in Therapeutic foster home. I had this one foster care agency called Win Family Services, and they actually like help you with your talents, so just different stuff you like. So basically like an outlet so you can forget about all the crazy things that happen and stuff like that. So I started doing music, you know. They started paying for us to record and stuff like that.
So you sing?
I do.
Oh,
But
lovely.
a little rap too.
Oh,
you know
rap.
what I'm saying?
Come on, music talent.
But so yeah. Let me see. What else can I say about being in foster care? It changes you. It does. It make you like, it depends. Like, luckily my experience in foster care could have made me like be a very nasty individual. Like, I could probably be very harsh and rude and mean. But I took my experience and made it into a positive because I'm still living. I got my scars on me. I'm still flowing. I'm still going. And my foster parents big haters. Hey, y'all, what's up?
I want to dive into the group home for just a second. So you went to the group home around 11.
Yeah, I went to a group home at 9. I got in a group home at 9. Yeah.
At 9, I'm sorry. And so from about 9 to 11, you were at the group home. How different was your experience in the group home from the foster home?
So, I'm gonna say this. I've been locked up before. A group home is like jail, literally.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, but it's like more of a. It's like being in a halfway house. You got curfew. If you're a certain age, you can't leave without a staff member. Can't call nobody unless they know they got to be on your list to call, visit. Can't get pictures sent to you. It's like a jail, kinda. So it's more of like it puts pressure on the emotion. Like, you're gonna get very emotional. You're gonna get stressed out. You're not gonna deal with nobody.
Your freedom is restricted.
Yeah.
So now you mentioned a little bit of your trauma from the foster home, and then you mentioned you were cut at the group home.
Yeah.
How does those traumas affect you today? In building relationships and just living life period as well.
My trauma is kinda, I don't know, I gotta be honest with that one. Like, certain stuff might like trigger me to the point I'm like, all right, I might fuck you up.
Right.
But all right, hold up. I don't know. I'm kind of still working on them.
And
I can't sit here and say, yeah, I'm still working on them.
We all have to work on things.
I might have some scary little flashbacks, Yeah, they definitely get to me. Like, actually, matter of fact, one of my friends just died. So that kind of like...
A friend you knew from...
Not from foster care. I mean, I met him being Muslim, but that's another thing too. I decided to pick a faith that I like while I was in independent living. So when I got 16, I got my own apartment.
Oh, lovely. That's
through the system. So the system not bad like that, y'all.
Everything has its pros and cons.
Yeah.
And it's how we deal with those traumas that shape who we grow into.
Big fact.
You took the traumas that you went through in the foster care, which was, awful traumas for anyone, child or adult, but being so young, and then having to grow into another abusive situation where you're cut in a group home, and then having to go into Shepherd Pratt, and then back to being with another relative, which didn't work out too well either. But
something like that.
But you made good on it. At 16, you got your own place.
I did. I had to cuss a couple social workers out.
And that's fine. You cussed the folk out. I cussed a couple folk out when I was good too.
I did. I was like, You say you gave me my own place. All right, yeah.
Thank you. Okay, I'll take the keys.
I kind of wish I would have did that like a little bit later on.
Getting your own place? What's up?
I wish I would have waited till like I was like 18, because I feel like because I had independent living so early, I lacked like finishing school and stuff like that. Like, I had my own place. I had friends over. Most of my friends were adults. They didn't have to go to school.
So basically you had the college experience at 16.
Pretty much.
And that happens. And that's what I tell people, when you go to college, you have to be focused. It's so easy to get into the scene, as they call it.
Yeah.
So being that you went in at 6 and all the way up to 16, and you experienced some trauma, and you end up, coming into your own, and you still a work in progress.
Okay.
What would you say to the younger 6-year-olds of this generation that are getting ready to go through some of the experiences that you went through?
Let your guard down.
Let your guard down?
Seriously. Like, no, seriously. It might sound like weird, because not all the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, watch, but most of them now, like, it's different from the early 2000s when I was coming in foster care. But like now, most people genuinely like really want kids that they don't have to birth, that they can raise and mold you into being a young adult. But you gotta want it. You can't fight every foster parent. Don't beat Miss Dorsey up. She don't deserve it. I'm sorry, Miss Dorsey. It was a real story, but we ain't gonna get into that.
We apologize, Miss Dorsey. We love you dearly. We do. And we remember you.
And that cane, and the cake in my face. We did.
Ooh,
but
Lord, not the cake in face.
You gotta be real open. You gotta understand everybody not gonna do what the first person, how they damaged you. But then you're going to have some experiences. People are still learning how to be parents. So you have to give your foster parent a chance.
That is such phenomenal advice right there. Yeah. People are still learning. I think we tend to be so hard on younger mothers and younger fathers of these days, but we have to understand that people are still learning how to be parents, even, biologically and going into the foster care system. Some people may have never done it before and aren't used to being around kids. And that's a great advice right there.
And the foster parents always want to try to adapt to how you move. So if you move all weird and crazy, she or he gonna start treating you like you weird or crazy. Mm-hmm. You move like a responsible person. Show them that you do this. Do your chores. Read that big old long green and pink slip.
What's this green and pink slip? Oh, because I ain't trying to get fired now, child.
So seriously, and just stay in the child's place. I don't see growing up. I didn't get smart with my foster parents. And don't get me wrong, I had some. We just went through one. I had some very bad foster parents, but I wasn't one of those kids. You really had to push me to. And as a child, what adult can really push your button?
Wow! I know some adults, child, that can push a button.
I have. I've been in over 16 foster homes. 16. So I've probably been in maybe 20, 25. Right. Yeah. And I used to be a runaway. Oh, shit. When I used to live in DC. When I used to live in DC, I used to run the way, okay? That way.
Got it, go. Thanks for having me, but get my $200, child.
Right.
I'm getting on this horse and getting up out of town.
And when they get them checks, y'all, until y'all turn about 16, that's not your money, okay? Mm-hmm. I had to throw that there, bro.
Okay, that's not your money. 16 foster homes.
Yeah.
How did that play an effect on your emotional and mental health?
Oh, I got a song. One of my songs say, dang, I'm ready to say the whole thing. Oh, growing up with no mother, never had a father, DSS raised me, so I'm always unbothered. So it make you're accustomed to it. Yeah, you just get used to it. I was I'm waiting, I'm at the agency door, so I'm always waiting for a new parent. I got used to it. So it's just all right, next.
Well, let's talk about before you got used to it, though. How did that feel?
I never really had a long-term placement. I never really had a long-term play. Even at the group home.
So you never got attached to anybody individually?
Yeah, no. Yes, you did. Mr. Darryl, but that was him count. That was my man's though. Hey.
Shout out to Mr. Darryl.
Uh-huh.
Amen.
Is there anything else you would like to say to anyone who may be going through what you experienced, or even just in the foster care system, and is there before you get used to having to switch foster homes? When you're first there at somebody's place and it's bam, I gotta go, and they might be feeling that feeling of, damn, I'm not wanted here.
All right, so we're gonna call this section Placement 101. Boom. Okay.
Bam, I love it. Come on, Placement 101. That's consistent.
Placement 101. These is the line downs. These is the rules. This is how you're going to go through with a positive and not a negative. All right. Rule number 1: don't tell all your business. Okay. As soon as you get to telling your business, and everybody don't like everything you like or what you do, so just be mindful. Don't tell them your business, because if you do get attached to that parent and then you tell them something and you might feel like they're looking at you a different way, you don't want to have to question it. Okay? 2, mind your business. All right?
Can we get a mind your business for $300? Okay, it's for $300. Give me a mind your business. No,
seriously. But mind your business, because I had an experience where I knew too much. So being as though I knew too much, I had to hold too much. And as a child, we children, we talk. Well, I ain't no child no more, but clearly. But children, we talk, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard for us to hold it in. And then when we accidentally slip it out and then our parents mad at us, then we going to feel like, we about to go to a new home. You don't want to think like that. So just mind your business, okay? Just mind your business, all right? Don't get smart with your worker. Don't ditch your worker. I was one of those. I didn't get shit done. So, didn't work out for me. Don't ditch your worker, your lawyer. You gonna be stuck. When you hit 21, you gonna get that little $1,200 and that's gonna be it. You're gonna be stuck. So, don't ditch them.
Okay, job core a little bit, but that's another story.
Don't ditch them. Let them work with you and be open. It's a process and use the system. It's all here to help you. Just gotta use the right perks. Ain't that right, Big Peach?
Well, I ain't gonna say use the right person because they're gonna get me canceled, but use the system correctly.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I want to thank you so much for your candidness and being willing to sit down and talk with us.
Yes,
we appreciate you, and we would love to have you come into the studio.
Absolutely. I might even bust a rap for y'all.
Absolutely. Come on, perform. Give a little performance for us. Thank you so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back in a few moments. Thank you for watching Beyonca, Beyond the Walls of Beyonca Babcocks. We love you. Now walk.
Amazing. My life ain't looking too good.